Yes, ready. Sir, the issue is the concentration of naval forces of big powers in the Indian Ocean. Stop. There is no contradiction nor any confusion that the danger is real, extremely serious, and certainly poses a real threat to our sovereignty and unity, and failure to understand it will land us in disaster, particularly when one sees the way the government is handling the problem, its refusal to see the United States deception tactics. Stop. First, I do not understand the meaning of this line, concentration of naval forces of big powers. Stop. I do not know why the minister is not categorical about it, whether there is concentration of big powers or there is a super concentration by one big power. Stop. This vagueness, equivocation, or hesitation to come out with the blunt truth actually paralyzed the anger and the consciousness of the people. Stop. When you go on repeating things which are false, then you cannot involve the people in your anti-imperialistic activity. Stop. In other words, you weaken the anti-imperialist, anti-neo-colonial activity by not telling the blunt, naked truth to the people. Stop. As a matter of fact, I would repeat it here in this house when Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the External Affairs Minister in a seminar calling attention. Stop. I asked him, please state whether there is one military base in Indian Ocean or there are two military bases belonging to the two big powers, one Soviet Union and the other United States. Stop. I asked him in this house in 1979 and Mr. Vajpayee was frank enough to say there was no base belonging to the Soviet Union in the Indian Ocean. Stop. And till today that thing stands, and there are no two bases in the Indian Ocean by two superpowers. Stop. There is one base, Diego Garcia, which has been now turned into one of the biggest naval bases in the world after turning out the citizens for a paltry sum of money. Stop. The port is being deepened, the bases are being expanded. Stop. Already there is a large number of planes fitted with missiles, with atomic warheads, and so on. Stop. So my charge is that so long as you go on misleading the people, your people will remain confused as to whether the danger is knocking at our door. Stop. The fight will ultimately not be fought only by the naval forces, however gallant they may be, or the air force or the infantry. stop. The fight will ultimately have to be fought by the 700 million people of India. Stop para. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, I am grateful to you for giving me an opportunity to speak on the report of the 8th Finance Commission. Stop. Sir, even though it is a constitutional obligation on the part of the center to transfer resources to the states in an equitable manner to meet the growing needs of development, we should bear in mind, as stated in this report itself of the 8th Finance Commission, that the crux of the problem is that resources are limited and the needs of the states are enormous. Stop. So, by keeping a balance between the national priorities and responsibilities and the state's needs for development, the actual norms of devolution can be involved. Stop. These norms have to be fixed on the basis of a realistic assessment of the situation and not by reading political or partisan meanings into the recommendations of the Finance Commission. Stop. There is no such thing called anti-state or pro-state or anti-center or pro-center. Stop. The knowledge about the quantum of national resources and the center's requirements to discharge its responsibilities in the spheres of expenditure on defense and subsidies on food and fertilizers and interest payments is an open book. Stop. There is no hide and seek about it. Stop.